The development of the Latvian armed forces is something that we have been following very closely now for more than 10 years. Since Latvia has joined the alliance, we have seen progressive improvements in the military capabilities that Latvia has been able to put together. That has been accelerated by the involvement of Latvia in international operations and in particular in involvement with the International Security Assistance Force in Afghanistan. The development of military capabilities for any country is inevitably a slow, long-term process. But we've seen a very great willingness on the part of Latvia to do this. We've seen over the past a considerable commitment on the part of the government to provide the resources needed to make Latvia a real contributor to NATO. We look forward to Latvia being able to continue this process and accelerate it even in the context of these difficult circumstances which Latvia now faces. Actions that were taken by the Latvian Ministry of Defence to deal with the financial crisis that they faced as part of the government were really dramatic. They were painful. We recognise that personally a lot of people have suffered financially in terms of careers because of the measures that had to be taken. But they also used the crisis to introduce reforms which had been needed anyway. And what we believe has happened is that they have provided a structure for the future which is going to be more effective, more efficient, and will produce better results in terms of armed forces development and also command and control. Now, none of this is an easy process, and things will take time to bed down. But as I said to the Minister this morning, I think actually what has been achieved here over the past 18 months or so has been spectacular. And we will be following the progress of this very closely for the future. Well, there are a number of issues which Latvia needs to continue working on. For NATO, the most important of these is going to be the development of a deployable infantry battalion group, which requires a lot of investment in capabilities which exist at quite limited levels currently in the Latvian armed forces. This is not a criticism, we knew that was the case. But there will be a lot of work and a lot of investment that is going to be needed over the years to come. There is a question of air policing over Latvia, where consideration is taking place between Latvia, Estonia and Lithuania, and we expect sometime next year for some sort of decision to be reached. What is important for us is that decisions about air policing, which could be a very expensive capability, do not undermine the development of other capabilities in the Latvian armed forces. There is a particular area of uncertainty which remains. The actions which have been taken to address this present crisis, including by deferring contractual obligations, which was a sensible thing to do, that has reached, as we understand it, almost the limit of what can be achieved. Latvian plans in the short to medium term do depend on there being additional money provided in the 2011 and 2012 budget to meet unavoidable contractual obligations there. If that doesn't happen, and it's uncertain at the moment, there is no budget, there is no government yet, if that doesn't happen, then it does look to us as though further, really quite damaging cuts could be necessary in the Latvian defence establishment. So we will be following very closely the progress of all of this, and we hope very much that even though there are lots of other important priorities for the Latvian government, that the defence sector, which is important here in this region, the defence sector does not suffer a further setback as a result of lack of funding.